Hi guys, dear Gratius has issue. I want to communicate and to share up about the stepping back. Very many people have failed to get this. God communicates in several ways. A person can be fasting, praying, getting all the visions, even up to international level, and then he or she is even pastoring a church somewhere. Then he happens to get a vision that says, go away for 2 weeks to let the party pass by. And then because of that influence of the lambs that he is serving, he doesn't want to mention it, or it even comes from the intercessors he or she is pastoring with at a certain church. And somebody says, "Hi pastor, God is saying you have to go back, you have to step back for 2 weeks. There's a strong agent who is going to come to target you." And then that pastor would want to prove the intercessors, he would want to prove the lambs that he is great, that God's name is great. God, on dedicating that, doesn't mean that he has no access in the physical realm. It indicates there's a level that God is teaching us. He wants us to go step by step. He has the power. He has the power of command. He is the burning flame. He is unexplained God. His presence, his voice, but he's teaching us step by step. When he says step back, by the way, that's when I go back now to the levels. Satan is using our very people to attack us, and that's why Satan is one of the enemies we have, and then very many are following him, the other fallen angels and others coming in. The extraterrestrial attacks against the human race are on the high rate, but then our fellow humans, those who are full 100% humans, are very weak. You can't make them our enemies because they're just used by the devil. Because God too needs them to come back to the crowd. They are the lost lambs. And then the other thing is they are just being used to disturb us. Taking a stride back calls now to know the spiritual levels. You might be a canoe praying somewhere and you're healing millions around the globe. Those listening on live stream, watching you right, they are getting healed. But now, there are those high-level sorcerers, those who celebrate the 35th degree masonry. They have power. They can take you down. Though let's make it, the other is a general in the darker room, and then you are a colonel in the light room. You still have to learn. And then when God mentions that, he can have seen that you don't have that ability at the moment of time, and then you have to hide out for the bad to pass by, and then you have to take it because we have different levels. But two, that very one who strikes can be put down at that moment of time when you've gotten the power, when you're striving hard, you're very strong, and you're able to make it for today, tomorrow, and forever. So stepping back is not bad. In the end, it doesn't mean that God is far. Doesn't mean that God is distant and angry. Doesn't mean that God has failed to manifest in you. He wants to manifest in you at the right time. Wengaruka mu Luganda mbadde njogera ku batume n'abantu abalala abali mu kunoonya ekkubo eri Katonda. Waliwo Katonda w'alaga. Osobola okuba ng'oli pasita, ng'oli somewhere, ng'olina w'oweereza, n'osanga bano b'okola nabo boli mu kuyigiriza nabo abakutte ekkubo, n'avaayo n'afuna vision egamba nti pasita oteekeddwa okuvaawo okumala weeks 2. Kati gwe mu kwagala okulaga amaanyi, bw'oli w'amaanyi n'abo b'oweereza tuyagala balaga amaanyi, ye Katonda asigala w'amaanyi, naye alina level gy'atuyigiriza, atutwala mpola. Tekitegeeza nti ali wala nnyo oba agaanye okukolera mu ggwe okuyimiriza ekyo ekijja. Abasinga tebagala kulinnya eri mabega oba kwekweka oba kukola ki, teyagala mulaga nti kulaga abantu bw'atidde oba tasaanira ku ekyo ekijja. Katonda muntu w'amaanyi aba alina step gy'atuyigiriza okudda eri. Kati ntera nnyo okuleeta ka story ku ranks ez'amagye osobola okuba ng'oli kano ku sayidi gy'ekitangaala ng'oli general mu sayidi y'ekizikiza ate Katonda wakugambye mbu olina okutambula siteepu emu ofeewo ng'osabye akakadde kakugambye katusobola kutuusa maanyi power of protection katusobola gituusa eyimiriza amaanyi gali agajja ekyo lwaki ayagala oddeko weeks 2 ennyuma oddeko emabega osabe osobola okufuna ekipawa ekirwanyisaganya genero eri ava mu kizikiza kati dream neeva eri mu intercessor bo bobeera nabo nakugamba nogamba ze tujja kisaba tujja kusiiba tukole ki kati bwekimala nga kituuseewo abasingawo bwe baviira eri Katonda gamba Katonda nga nkuweereza njagala onsobozesa okuyita mu kino nsobola okulaga abantu nju kati Katonda okukola communication eye buli kimu aba akirabye aba alina step yagala okuyigiriza oba okutwalako mpola kikyo lwaki ngamba tokuddako emabega si kibi kasita oba ng'olina enkolaganya y'amaanyi osobola okulaba Katonda kyayogedde that backup that response bwengaruka mu lunyolo berimbasa abaheereza abamu tibenda kwoleka okukyeke baitu mukama wababalize tikimanyisa nti takusobola kukolera muliiwo olundi alarayira muno olundi ngu bwagamba ali mwoyo tasobola kwijja kukola ekintu ansa n'oyangira ensi aina access hali rooms zoona physical emotional and spiritual bitekerezo bigambo nebikolwa baitu osobola kufuna vision oli pastor ahantu olundi oli businessman ahantu mukama n'agamba kwendo banze ogendoho mukashiwaka musabe kumare weeks 2 ekikuyije tojja kusobola kyonka ati abakwenda kuwaleka abanywani runda boli nabo iyo notaruka nogamba tujja kweteranza tusiibe story egyo kiragetereza nkumranka z'amahi osobola kuba oli kano asadyekererezi kandi olakuhiganiza ali general mukirima amaani gakojja nago tojja gasobola wadde oli wa mukama nosaba nosiiba olina kubanza kurugaho upgrading kwika body kalivo ekusingura kyonkira kigamba kabazanya kitegeza mnanyo kumara kairi abantu sangane barwanira amataka oli namugamba yenja kusindikira kintu we nagamba nja kuyemeraho kusingule ninsabe gisara mukama batakuhire mugali mazima banasa kuyemereza kikujje kibaitu abanenda kuyimuki ampora mwaso bobo ina calling orweto bobo ino orweto abanenda kusomese ndipawe yikwika gikolesa obane wetagaki gugali mazima banasobora kukora miracle egyo abanda gikoro murundi gumu mukama nakutasale kibaire kiziri kyonko gundi nayenda utandikie koraki utandikie kusaba utandikie kwetegeza naye kikyoli ndikwika pawegi yakuyambye kikwetaga ki tano ngambire garuka inyuma tikikole kyanti butino bato ino kwikiriza hali mukama batu bakwa television kusagaruka inyuma notekana nosaba noika level kusaba kuli mu level ezukwa ukana gali madaraga kwa ukana baitu nobano hereza mukama. I mean, GRATIUS, we shall be sharing more.